Hello and welcome back. My name is Vita Janas and you are watching a second episode of a show called This Made My Week. It's a show where I share things that inspired me, uplifted my spirits, made me laugh, gave me hope. And I'm doing this for many selfish reasons. One of them being is to keep my creative juices flowing. And I will be sharing stories about creative people today, so stay tuned. So this week we had two important dates. Leap Day, very unusual, and the 1st of March, which means that we're officially in spring season. So exciting! And as a Virgo myself, I'm very excited about cleaning season also. This time last year, I was still in my newborn phase after giving birth to my son. So this year, I feel like I have 2 years of accumulated stuff, energy in my house, and I'm just ready to clean and get rid of it all to create more space for new beginnings. And speaking of which, this week I came across of the most heartwarming, beautiful story and organization that gives new beginnings to old and finished projects. Let me tell you more. Two good friends and knitting lovers, Jennifer Simonik and Maisie Kaplan, often would hear from friends asking them to complete knitting project of a loved one who either passed away or because of health issues can no longer knit. So that sparked an idea to start a non-profit organization where people can submit unfinished DIY projects and they would match it with volunteer who would finish it for them. This project, called Loose Ends, got so popular so quickly. Now they have volunteers all over the world. In Israel, Nigeria, Latvia, United States, Canada, Portugal, Singapore, Italy. They're everywhere. And as of today, they helped to complete 2,500 projects. Loose Ends will match volunteers called finishers to a project of any textile handwork craft. So that includes embroidery, stitching, cross-stitching, knitting, quilting, rug hooking. This incredible act of kindness allows people to go through a grieving process, hold on to their loved one, and also receive love from strangers. And perhaps holding something old but new, something tangible in their hands, is exactly what they need for that closure to happen. If you feel inspired, you can head to their website, link below in the description box, and you can become a volunteer yourself or submit unfinished project by your loved one. And if then anything, I highly recommend heading to their Instagram page and reading stories of real people and seeing finished projects. I promise it will fill your heart with love and warmth and trust and faith in humanity. It's the loveliest organization, Loose Ends. Thank you. Another creative women duo that I wanted to share with you today is Absolute Lilt. These are two women that I found on TikTok. They're singers. And when I found their account, I became in love and obsessed. I could not stop scrolling. I probably watched all of their videos in one go. So these two musicians, they lilt in traditional Irish way. So they sing a cappella, and not only do they lilt, it seems very difficult to do, but they do it in harmony as well. So they say themselves that they're here to scratch our brains, and let me tell you, my brain was scratched, like in a major way. And not that it matters, not that that's important, but both of them are so gorgeous. So they're delicious to look at as well, and I'm girl fanning, like big time. I texted them on Instagram and they were kind enough to allow me to share one of their videos, one of their clips here on this channel. So enough of me talking and more of them lilting. Check them out. Thank you, ladies, for your art, for everything that you do for our entertainment and for our brain. And now, speaking of Ireland, this reminds me of one of my favorite videos of all time. Probably this video made not only my day, not only my week, but my entire year. See it for yourself.
Thanks, Bernard. Now, finally for now, a mysterious hole on a beach has caused a stir in North Dublin. A local astronomy enthusiast is hoping the crater in Portmarnock could be the aftermath of a cosmic event.
It's a huge, mysterious crater that looks out of this world. But is it? The unusual hole on Portmarnock Beach stopped local astrophysics enthusiast Dave Kennedy in his tracks yesterday, and he's certain the small but heavy rock inside it came from up above.
As you can tell by here, there's a scorch mark on this side here, so that would have been at the angle that it came down at. And it is weighty. I'm not sure if it's composition, but we're definitely going to have to find out.
The striking hole soon caught the attention of passers-by, many hoping that what they're witnessing is the aftermath of a once-in-a-lifetime cosmic event.
This will never get old. This is why I love small TV local stations and newspapers, and I hope and pray that they never ever get out of business. Speaking of sand, I took my son to the park this week and he played in the sandbox for the very first time as well. And I loved observing, watching him. It totally made my week. It was just so cute. He was touching it, shoveling, allowing it to run it through his fingers, and he was exploring tiny rocks with his fingertips, and then he lay down at one point on the ground and touched it with his whole face, and you could see just him exploring and being creative as well in the moment. I just love sharing these experiences with him, observing him. It's my favorite. It totally made my week. And I guess I have a confession to make. As we were playing, this father and son joined us midway through, and I completely prejudged the guy because he was wearing traditional Eastern European outfit, Adidas tracksuit, and we all know what that means. But the guy was so lovely. We had the loveliest conversation. He made me laugh. He was so kind, so attentive to his son and my buddies as well. They were so friendly. They built a castle together for Lithuania and Ukraine. And I just had such a good time. And when it was time to go for us home, Buddies was playing with their shovel. And of course, he did not want to let it go. So the father was like, take it, it's yours, it's our gift. And the son was like, yeah, dad, that's our gift. You guys take it. So now we have a new toy. And yet again, I'm learning a lesson not to judge a book by its cover. And also, I'm reminded that when I open myself up and when I'm in not a judgmental state of mind, I can see kindness and beauty and goodness everywhere because it's all around us. This afternoon totally made my week, and I'm so grateful for this interaction. Final thing that I want to leave you with is this beautiful, creative piece of art, this video that I found on YouTube. It's called How to Be Alone. It's directed and created the video by Andrea Dorfman, and it's based on a poem written by Tanya Davis, How to Be Alone. I'm not going to say too much because no words can describe it. It is so beautiful. It's more like a feeling, and I'm sure you will feel warmth in your heart and joy in your soul. So enjoy it. And with that, I'm gonna end my video here. Thank you so much for tuning in, sharing your time and space together with me. If you got inspired, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. This helps me a bunch. Thank you. And if you want to make my week, you can send me an email with your inspiring story, a person, podcast, book, anything that made your week, and I will share it here with everybody. I hope that we can co-create this sharing of joy and goodness together and be a part of solution, a part of a better, kinder world. Stay well, and I will see you, yes, next week. Bye.